Amanda here, thanks so much for joining me. So I've been working on this journal for quite a while. I've called it my big massive eclectic vintage journal. I do have a playlist. Everything that I've made in here, all of the ephemera and things like that, there's videos on it. There's videos on how I made the cover, there's videos on how I've done the binding, so that is all in a playlist, and I will leave it in the description box below if you want to go and see how anything's made. I'm not going to list all of the papers. They're all from my various collections over in my Ko-fi shop. There's a link for that below. But I just want to share the journal. I'm not talking about this, that and the other collection-wise. But you can get everything over in my shop. So it's massive. I think we've got 5 signatures. I think that spine is about what is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's 2.5 inches. Now the cover's nice and flexible. It is made from chipboard, but it's flexible because I've used fabric tape, bookbinding fabric tape to construct it. So it's nice and flexible and it moves. So it's not stiff, etc. It's lovely. The twine binding means you can add or remove pages. I'm not adding a closure. It's quite chunky, a lot chunkier than I normally do. I don't even know how many pages is in it. I've decorated the cover very simply, because all of the loveliness is inside. Okay, and I've just added this book plate. So let's get in. So the main collection that I have used is my journaling compendium, and that's this one. And I think that's on my shop at £1. I think it's £1. And this is from it as well. Okay, so if you want to have a look at that, go and have a look. Other than that, it's all from various ephemera collections, etc. If you go and have a nosy through my shop, you'll see them. They're all budget friendly. Okay, so I've packed it with lots and lots and lots and lots of writing pages. It is going to be for sale. I don't know when it'll go up, or if you want to reach out directly, you can message me in the email address that's linked below all my videos. So here we've got some baking paper that I hand dyed and added splatters to. Beautiful paper bag. I've left a lot of room for writing. It's kind of a bit of a theme of my journals now that I don't over decorate every page. I'll leave lots and lots of writing room. So this is one page flip. I've got a tutorial on this, so it is in the playlist if you go and have a look. So it opens like so. I've shown you how to make these clusters. So all the clusters are on a video. It's got a pocket there, and then that lifts up under there. It's all prettily decorated. Then we've got a decorated envelope which holds ephemera. Okay, there's various tags in there. And then under there I've used another envelope here which I've decorated. I've added ephemera to that part, and then that opens, and then that part of the envelope is also a tuck. Okay, I will just mention the tags are from my mega tag bundle or whatever it's called, and there's 117 different tags in it. I've got loads of tags. It's brilliant. So then that folds like that folds like that flips down, and then those will tie back together. Okay, so there's a tutorial on that if you go look in the playlist. Okay, so various printable ephemera, invoices, all in my shop. Loads and loads of writing space, lots and lots. This is the journaling compendium. Some more, and then here I just made a pocket, added some, I think these were a freebie on my group, these were a freebie on my group, invoice there from my, I don't really want to mention all of, I'll be here all day mentioning all the collections, but there's a French ephemera collection with loads of French invoices. Okay, we're not going to go on about it. Okay, lots of freebies on my group. That's linked in the description box below. So here I've got a vintage envelope, printable with a invoice in. Okay, and then I've added some little tags. These were free in my Facebook group. This one I made ages ago with a Tim Holtz chap there. And so that we've got various pockets there, and then that invoice can go back in there. Okay, more beautiful writing. I've cut my finger, so excuse me, I'm trying not to get blood on the on the journal. Another envelope flip. I've got a tutorial on this. The frames, were the frames a freebie? I can't remember if the frames were a freebie, but there's certainly lots of vintage people that you can fussy cut free in my Facebook group. So I've got one of my clusters. It lifts up with just a writing spot underneath. But inside here, if I just undo this little clip, we've got one of my little Tim Holtz fake file folders. You can put things under the front there, and then in there I've got a little notebook and a little tuck spot. I've got a tutorial on that if you go and have a look. And then it just holds on with one of these little clippies. Alright, and then the back I attached this page to another page to make it sturdy, because these envelope flips, you know, with all this detail, they're quite heavy for a journal page, so really you need to thicken it up by, and all I've done is got the next page, I've glued it on two sides to make that page sturdier, and then left a pocket open and slipped in an invoice. Okay, there's a lovely tip for you. I mean, short. A lot of the pages are sewn around. I've left the strings a little bit. It pains me to leave the strands dangling because I'm quite, I don't know if I'm a tidy crafter, but that I would normally cut off, but I've left it. I've been good. I've tried not to be obsessive and I've left it. So here again, I've made another pocket, and this is open at the top just by folding over the next page and gluing it on. And in here is this ephemera holder. There's a tutorial on this, but it's way back. It's quite an old one because I did all of these little photo slides, specimen card slides, absolutely ages ago. And this has been sat in my ephemera basket, so I thought I would add that. I think it's really lovely. So that just holds on like that. It's quite chunky, which is why a lot of pages have been left quite blank for writing, because some of the ephemera is quite bulky. Beautiful digitals, lovely patterned papers, more bags for writing in. I've cut the end off. More of this coffee dyed baking paper. It makes beautiful noises. It's so crunchy and fun. Okay, more of these beautiful vintage compendium papers. I think they are I think it was £1. I can't remember how many pages is in it, but it was £1, which is just over $1. Okay, and then we've got another flip here. So if I just remove this clip, we've got the lovely chaps. We've got the acetate window frames that I made. I've just layered it with some ephemera. You can tuck something behind the frame, and then obviously there's something in the envelope as well. Okay, I've added a little tab with a bit of seam binding, just to add a bit of interest. So because these pages, these embellishments are quite busy, that's why I've left the rest of the pages quite plain. One of the lovely clusters that I made, again, that's in the playlist. Just added one of my tags. This is part of the tag mega bundle. I can't remember what it's called, but there's, like I said, I think there's 117 different tags in that collection. Some more vintage ephemera just clipped on there. Another one of my lovely clusters that I made. And behind there I've just added some photos. I've got several collections with vintage photos in. Okay, loads of writing space. Beautiful. And this is some like, what is it? It's not tissue paper. Is it tracing paper? I think this is tracing paper, and I need some more, and can I find it? I don't know where it is in my craft room. That's genuine vintage order paper, and this is genuine vintage book page added in there. These are printables, more printables. And then this envelope here I just attached with a paper clip with one of these lovely embellishments that I made. Large clusters, I think I've called them, because I thought whoever gets the journal might want to do some of their own embellishing. And then here's another tag that I made a very long time ago with some of my butterfly children. I think those are a freebie in my group as well. I think I did a video on that as well. So they're just going there, and all I've done with these is got some of my El Cheapo stamps from that company that should never be named because people get offended. And just coffee dyed them and stamped on them, and you know, and just left it at that because I like the vintage look. Okay, this one's printed on vellum. Again, here we've got some vintage note paper invoice and a little photograph attached to some. I think this is from my old, I've got a vintage engineering book, and I think that's from there. Okay, vintage dictionary page, and another one. This is just some random paper that I found in my collection that I liked. And then we've got this centre section here. So if I take this out, I'll quickly show you. It's like a mini tall skinny journal. So I've got a video on how I made this. So that comes out. That is a pocket, and it flips. And there's a little tuck at the back with more ephemera, and then it holds that. And then we've got a decorated envelope. Okay, so that would go back together. And then when you open it, there's a large pocket there as well with all ephemera in. And we've got this collage, and then we've got like a little mini tiny signature, just a few pages. Okay, and then at the back we've got another envelope with a bit of collage, and that's got more ephemera in, and that just holds the string, just holds that little flip together. Like I say, there is a tutorial within the playlist on this as well, so you can recreate that. I mean, this is a nice enough little project just on its own. Adding it to a journal is a little bit ridiculous, but I wanted this journal to be huge. It is the largest journal I've ever made in thickness. I'm not sure how many pages there are. I've not counted them. I just kept creating until I felt like I'd created enough. Lots of different kinds of paper. These are spotties, you know, like planner pages, plain ones. We've got invoices, we've got dictionary page, we've got lined writing pages. There's heaps in here. Whoever gets it, if it's too chunky, you can always remove some of the pages and have it a bit slimmer if it's overwhelming, or, you know, just enjoy the beauty of it. More engineering page. So that's genuine vintage. Vellum. Again, I think this is a railway, from a railway book. Timetable. Another one of the clusters there that I've just used as a side tuck and added this large layaway tag. More of the same. Another one of my flips. So let me show you this one. So it's just held on at the top with a paper clip. I've got a Tim Holtz transparency sheet there. We've got one of the frames, and behind the frame is a pocket with one of these. I think these were either free in my Facebook or I gave them to my Ko-fi subscribers. I can't remember. Another cluster, and then obviously it's a pocket. And so in there I've got another one of my faux Tim Holtz mini file folders with bits of ephemera, and then this one's got a little mini notebook in. So they're all different, all of these that I've made. No two are the same, and that clips back onto that page. I shall just do that before I forget, because it helps the sturdiness of it. I'll do it later. These little paper clips that I've got from overseas are quite tight. They're quite hard to actually slip anything into. So like an epic task. So here we go. We've got another one of these little file folders here. Again, the little tag behind the photo there. Little tiny clip there. And here it opens, and we've just got little tucks and little bits of ephemera. Okay, and that's just glued to the page. Loads more writing. We'll skip past the plain pages. There's a lot of plain pages because I like my journals to be able to be written in, or further embellished, or art journaled on, or doodled on, or whatever, rather than just sitting looking pretty. I like them to be functional. I've used up some leftovers from a plastic wallet that I used in my December daily. This was an offcut, so I decided to put it in, and we've got just ephemera in here and some more in the back, and then I've just clipped it to the next page just to stop it moving about. Another beautiful cluster. I loved making these, with a guest check behind. More of the beautiful journaling compendium paper. This is the double vellum tea-dyed wallet that I made. So there's one here, and then there's one at the other side of the signature. I'm not going to undo it all. You can see it contains vintage photographs. Absolutely lovely. I gave some away on my Facebook group, and the rest went to my Ko-fi subscribers. Okay, more of the vintage compendium. It is quite a big one. So there's the other side of the vellum envelope all sewn around. There's a tutorial on that. Look at the beautiful faux coffee dyeing on that vellum. It's absolutely stunning. It looks lovely. There's the back side of the plastic wallet. And so in here I've got a little, I just made a little notebook. We've got a spare cluster in case whoever gets the journal wants to add another one anywhere. And then we've got some more photos in the back. Some more of this. This is coffee dye. Is this tea dyed? I can't remember. Another paper bag, invoice, and we've come to the back of the journal, and we've got more of those beautiful papers. It's rather chunky. I wouldn't even like to guess how many pages is there. But yeah, it's taken me maybe a couple of months to complete this. In and amongst all of my other commitments that I have, filming and creating and running my subscription club. So I hope you like it. I have kept the cover really, really simple because I do want it to be able to slide on a shelf without anything getting in the way, or sit on somebody's desk without it being cumbersome. So it will be for sale when I think of when I've got time to upload it. In the meantime, if you really, really want to bag it, you can email me directly. What am I going to charge for it? I don't know. My joy's in the making. I don't know. We'd have to talk about that. So thanks for joining. I hope you can get some ideas. Don't forget to visit the playlist in the description box and watch the tutorials on all of these fantastic elements and give them a try for yourself, because they add a wow factor to any journal. It doesn't have to be vintage. You can do it in any theme, but you still use the same principle. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.